Good evening. As we continue to work to deliver our promises to you, it's worth stopping to reflect on what is actually happening. This is not just about improving our schools, our hospital and health services, our care homes, refurbishing all of our estates and building new homes, developing new parks and caring more for our environment than we have ever done before, or improving the quality of our democracy, a transparent system of government, making information available online for you all to see, an open and democratic planning process, and at last, a new Gibraltar International Bank, a new Gibraltar University, and of course the recent news that Gibraltar will now have its very own stock exchange. As you know, there are many more real examples of this work that we are doing. We're moving, and we're moving in many different areas and in many different ways, but they all have the same purpose and goal in mind. That is, about creating a better Gibraltar for us all, where the quality of our working and living environment will be improved, not just for the benefit of the many millions of visitors and businessmen and women that come here, which is important of course, but more importantly for each and every one of us that has the good fortune to call Gibraltar our home. But of course we also need to work harder than ever before in caring for our business community, in encouraging more professionals to come and use Gibraltar as a serious, responsible and reputable jurisdiction from which to do business. And in this we all have a role to play. I'm of course very grateful to the many individuals, companies, groups and associations who are working closely with our government in delivering on all of these fronts. Increased commercial activity is crucial in enabling us to keep our economy growing as we need to. The investment we have made in this area over the past 3 years is enormous. It's about looking at what we do and how we do it, and considering how we can become more efficient, quicker, and more competitive than our competing jurisdictions. We have to be different, and we have to get even better, and I passionately believe that we can and we will. We're reviewing our existing products across the board, introducing new ones, many at the request of the private sector, and some entirely of our own initiative. We are reviewing our entire financial services and gaming legislation, and investing in our regulatory regime at the Financial Services Commission to deliver a stronger, more efficient and faster regulator in an open and transparent way. We need to improve and get better. That's what the private sector requires, and that's what we're working to deliver. There is no question that we have needed to substantially increase the marketing of our jurisdiction. Our competitors have been doing this for years, and we have not. We need to catch up on those lost years and are working very hard to achieve this, and the private sector is working with us, side by side, every step of the way. Our team has visited New York and South Africa, and I've led delegations to Bermuda, Hong Kong, Switzerland, Monte Carlo, and of course, last October, just a couple of weeks back, London, for what many consider to have been the best Gibraltar Day ever for our private sector. We have to plant seeds for our business community to foster and develop new areas of business and opportunities, whilst not forgetting, of course, our traditional markets. For too long they have been left alone, with no one listening to their cries for help and support. We believe government has a major role to play in this, and we are working with the sector to deliver our message, jointly, and I believe that's working too. We're also moving into new areas of business. We're improving existing products. We're revisiting our systems and processes, all designed to enable our professionals to do more and new business. Only last week in Berlin, we were delighted to receive the report from the peer review group of the OECD, which announced our rating of largely compliant, a huge step forward for our jurisdiction. When an international jurisdiction such as the OECD gives us the second highest rating possible, the same for example as the United Kingdom or Germany, in this important area you know we are making excellent progress. We are committed to meeting international standards and to a culture of compliance with all of these obligations. And of course we are working on delivering our very own bank, an essential and very much needed bank for all of us. We have worked tirelessly to deliver a bank which will be regulated, independently managed and run on pure commercial grounds, with a team of professionals who will deliver you with a magnificent service and in time a profit. I am delighted that the bank has received universal support across our entire community, including importantly from our banking sector. who need assistance and support in serving the needs of our people and, of course, our businesses. We are working very closely with our important gaming community, reviewing the product, the legislation, the regulatory regime, and hand in hand with the operators and our regulator, we're working together to deliver a better home for these important businesses. All of our sectors face important challenges, and this is certainly true of the gaming community. As they adapt to the new environment, so must we. And although there are challenges and opportunities, we remain strong, with increased numbers working in this sector, and with more to come. We must continue to support and work with them, as their success will be our success. And what of the opposition? The people who say they put Gibraltar first, I ask myself why, in a week when we've put Gibraltar at the forefront of the international agenda on tax information exchange and received the excellent news of our OECD report, what have they said? Nothing. Remarkable and sad, but true. But of course they have had time to issue press releases on buses, nets, the stadium, GBC. It's not what's good for Gibraltar that they care about, it's what they believe to be good for the GST, and that's a shame. We will continue to work as we have done these past 3 years, all for the benefit and always putting Gibraltar first, and always doing the right thing for the right reasons. We will be happy and proud to be judged by what we have achieved, and working for you, with you. After all, ladies and gentlemen, that is the only reason why we're here. Good night, and thank you for listening.